Okay, this morning the plan is to fly over to Yanceyville. It's a little public airport just south of Danville, grass strip. Try to land there, top off fuel and fly back. Should be a nice flight. It's about 6:20 in the morning. A little bit cold for North Carolina, about 50 degrees right now. But it should be a good flight. So I already did a run up previous to this start. I wanted to do a run up and then top up the fuel. So I had as much fuel as possible going over to Yanceyville.
Test 1, 2, 3. Winstead traffic, Ultralight 07 Romeo Echo, taking off runway 32, Winstead.
So basically there were no winds on takeoff, and even with the winds picking up at altitude, upwards of 30 knots I would estimate, the whole flight was still very stable. This camera picked up some more smudges a little bit later, so I don't use it for the whole rest of the flight. We won't see this view anymore. So I sped the video up to 20x at this point, and even though it's at 20x, you can tell I'm not getting a lot of forward progress. The ground speed's about 15 miles per hour, and the airspeed's about 45 to 48 miles per hour. So you can also see I'm getting pushed a bit right to left as for my track.
You can also notice a lot of forest land out west going from my location, and that's the game lands up here, and it's like that almost all the way into Yanceyville. So at this point I decide I can't make it to Yanceyville in the time I was estimating and the fuel burn I was estimating, so I decided to turn back and go at a better time. I knew there was going to be a headwind, but it's much more than forecasted as far as I can tell. And as soon as I turned back towards the southeast, my ground speed picked up to over 70 miles per hour, so that was kind of nice. So I decided to fly down towards South Hyco Creek and then back towards Winstead. You can see the great flying conditions and just how smooth the air was today. It was really a perfect day for flying, unless you're trying to go somewhere to the northwest, and then it was a bit difficult. You can see the black canister right in front of the fuel tank. That's actually an airplane parachute. It's pneumatically launched. It's by Camelli. I assume it works good. I hope it works good. I hope I never have to use it. But it's a nice piece of equipment to have. So I'm coming up on South Hyco Creek. It's about 6 miles to the south of Winstead. Once I get over the lake here, I will turn back towards Winstead for landing. The plane has flown great. The engine was running very smooth. Good temps, both CHTs and EGTs. So overall, really good flight, and thank you for watching. I'm going to end the voiceover at this point.
Winstead traffic, ultralight 07, Romeo Echo, entering left downwind, runway 32, Winstead. Winstead traffic, ultralight 07, Romeo Echo, turning left base, runway 32, Winstead. Winstead traffic, ultralight 07, Romeo Echo, turning final, runway 32, Winstead.